So the avatar cards are out and there are some new rebels in there. I guess you guys know what I gotta do. Salutations everyone! Welcome to another Popper video. My name is Pietro, and on today's voices from my head allowed me to deck build, and maybe that's everyone else's problem. I am going to be trying, emphasis on trying, to play Rebel Pile once again. And I'm going to be doing this because the avatar cards have recently been released, and there are a few new rebels in the set. Notably, there is one that I couldn't find on Magic Online. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a thing that's going to be available or not. But there is a 2-mana, 2-toughness creature that is red, and it's called something Freedom Fighter. And it is basically a creature that has power equal to the number of creatures you control, which I wanted to test in here, mostly as like a 1 or 2 off. And just as a thing that you could sometimes use to push through. I was mostly thinking about like Spy, and when Spy has a lot of bodies in play and ants and things like that. But anyway, so what is it that we are playing? We are playing Rebel Pile once again. The last time that I played Rebel Pile, I was actually playing a Gates mana base and a bunch of dorky creatures. I mean, I guess I'm still playing a bunch of dorky creatures, right? But the idea here basically is that Rebel Pile is a deck that is going to aim to leverage a very long game, because all of your rebels are going to be creatures that you get to sink mana into so that you can tutor the pieces and the cards and whatnot that you actually want. Oh, I actually screwed up the mana base just slightly. What was it? I think I was going to cut up plains because I'm going to play 20 lands and I want to add the other Galvanic Blast. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so the idea here is basically that we are going to be leveraging a long game. We want to stick one of our 8 tutor creatures, and then the tutor chain gets to start. And if you're not super familiar with this, wait, let me actually pop off my preview panel here. All right, there we go. There's a dog barking outside very loudly, and I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but if you can, I'm sorry. So what is the idea here? That our rebel tutors in the form of Defiant Falcon, Ramosian Sergeant, and Ramosian Lieutenant are going to be the creatures that are going to allow us to generate advantages. I'm not necessarily going to say card advantage, even though theoretically it is, because the things that we are going to be tutoring are all going to be pretty lackluster. So we do have a sort of toolbox thing going on here. So the tutors here, Ramosian Sergeant is a 1-mana 1/1 that tutors 3. You pay 3 mana and you tutor a 2-drop. And then we have Defiant Falcon, which is 2 mana for a 1/1 flyer that you pay 4 to tutor a 3-drop. And Ramosian Sergeant is 2 mana for a 1/2 with the same ability as the Falcon. Now, what is it that we are tutoring here? We have 4 Aven Rift Watchers, one of the best creatures for this deck. It's just a 3-mana 2/3 flyer that gains 2 on ETB and leaves the battlefield. Is pretty good. It does die over time though, so it is a temporary solution. We have Zhong's Deserters, which is a new one. It's a 2-mana 1/2 that gives a creature a +1/+1 when it comes into play. So it's sort of like a combat trick, but you can just play this as a 2-mana 2/3 if you're playing against something like Rally Red or another like to the ground aggressive deck that you want to put bodies in play. Importantly, it also allows you to put the counters where you want. So sometimes you might want to put them on your Falcon, so your Falcon actually blocks fairies profitably. This blocks ninjas as well. So I think this is an interesting addition. I am just playing 3 because this is a card that we don't necessarily want to draw a lot, but sometimes this is just the thing that you want to have access to more than once over the course of the game. I have a Singleton Children of Corliss, which you sacrifice to regain all the life you lost. So this is mostly here as like a pseudo fog type effect. Sometimes you tutor this to gain some life back. Sometimes your opponent tries to burn you out over the course of a couple turns and you get to tutoring the Children of Corliss to do the thing and whatnot. I have a pair of Masked Vandals, which we can actually cast, but casting them is not the point. They are just here as like silver bullets that sometimes you're going to tutor into hit your opponent's land or exile an important enchantment like a munitions or something like this. And then I have a singleton bound in silence. This is just a pacifism, so it's pretty bad, but having access to 1 is usually very important. And then we get to the really spicy stuff. I am playing a singleton Zealot Ilvec. Last time I played this card, it was surprisingly good because there's a lot of X1s in the format right now. So elves, of course, you have Quirion Ranger from a bunch of decks. You have just things like the fairies and even like something like Epicure or whatever. So even though this creature doesn't trade in combat, being able to attack and then ping the creature that you want is very impactful in some situations. That said, this is a card that gets cut a lot, and you're going to see me cut probably a lot of the silver bullets from the deck often. I do have a pair of Treetop Freedom Fighters, which is just a 2/1 haste that brings a friend when it comes into play. I don't think this card is good, but it is a new rebel, and I'm going to try to play it. And it is multiple bodies on a single card, so there is maybe a possibility where we get to like end of turn, tutor a rebel, get something, untap, tutor this, bring some more bodies, and keep swinging. And then I am playing a pair of Nightwing Gliders. Look, the black control decks, Gardens, Black Artifact, all of these things, are not great at removing pro-black creatures. So a Nightwing Glider has the possibility to just take over the game by itself. If you look at a deck like Gardens, in the main deck, unless they are playing a bunch of Tithing Blades, it's going to be hard to get this out of play. So my idea is that maybe this is going to be the thing that lets us take over, and then I have 2 in the main deck. It's just overall pretty decent. And then I have a package of 4 Eagles of the North, just as a very late game pump, and also just the land cycling thing. It allows us to get the colors that we need, it allows us to do the Masked Vandal trick, and whatnot. In the sideboard, I'm playing another pair of Nightwing Gliders, and we're gonna see if I'm gonna get roasted by doing this, but I think this card has potential. Now, keep in mind, there is a red version of this, which is the exact same card, but it's pro-red, but I don't think that's very good. I think a 3-mana 2/1 pro-red creature against the red decks is not going to do anything. It's just going to be super slow. Your clock is not faster. I would much rather just be tutoring up Aven Rift Watchers to gain more life and pressure my opponent. So I'm playing a pretty hateful sideboard. I got 4 Dust to Dust, 4 Relic of Progenitus, 4 Red Blasts. So I am very focused on these things. And then I do have another Zealot Ilvec, because I think if I'm playing against something like Elves, or even Walls again, having a pair of these is actually very decent, especially because a lot of the time they can complement your removal spells. I'm playing the full 8 for Bolt for Galv Blast, and sometimes you just need to bolt a Overgrown Battlement, attack with your Zealot Ilvec, and then ping it for the last point of damage. Now, I don't expect to win many matches. If I finish up with a 2-3 record, that's already a victory in and of itself. So let's see how well we get to do. If you enjoyed this, let me know, because it certainly means a lot to me. I've always liked Rebels. I have a friend who doesn't play Magic anymore, who has been a Rebel aficionado for a really long time. And yeah, let's see how many people we get with this configuration. See you guys in the matches. Hey, just wanted to plug my Patreon real quick. I recently started it, and if you're interested in watching more of my content, there are always exclusive videos over there, at least 1 per week, and all the content that I release is going to be released there a week in advance before being released on YouTube. So if you just want to help out, support me, enjoy what I do, or if you got a spicy deck that you want me to try out or maybe try to improve, hit me up. Thanks. All right, game on. We are on the play here in round number 1 against Manu 1234. I would love to be on the play. And yep, hand seems great. I have a little bit of interaction. I have Cleansing Wildfire. I have a Rebel. All things are looking good. At the very least, I'm starting off with a functional hand, which is more than I was expecting in this deck. All right, just a mountain, so I expect I'm playing against some sort of aggressive red deck. And I am just luckily going to be Cleansing Wildfiring. And with the current situation, I do want a second mountain, so I have access to double bolt or double removal next turn if I need. Let's see if we're going to get got by something. Doesn't seem like it. All right. Second mountain. It is a grab the prize. So we are against Red Madness. Grab the prize didn't do a lot there, which is definitely good for us. So I'm going to cycle my Eagles of the North. And I think I'm just going to start deploying my Aven Rift Watchers. Opponent hasn't played a creature yet. And I don't really think I'm interested in doing any sort of play Defiant Falcon, pass the turn, whatever. I have 3 Rift Watchers in hand, so I think I'm just going to be deploying them and going aggressive. There's a Voldaren Epicure that doesn't do anything against us, basically. And a passing of the turn. Sure. Let's always yield to this. I don't have any sort of ephemerate shenanigans or anything. Swing. Probably not going to be playing the Zealot Ilvec, because that just dies to Lava Dart, and I think that's a bad use of our resources. Let's deploy another Rift Watcher and hold up a bolt. All right, this is going well. Of course, we can still get absolutely blown out here if they start deploying a bunch of dudes more than we have removal for. Sure, that's a Cassig. I'm just going to remove that as soon as I can. I don't imagine there's going to be an attack or anything. Oh, there is? Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. That seems like throwing away your dude. All right. Bolt Cassig. Lightning Bolt on my Rift Watcher. Sure. So that gains me 2 life. Opponent's Cassig dies. That's fine. Untap. Wouldn't mind drawing another land here if I can. Jong's Deserters is not bad either. So I probably want... So, and let me just remember this. When the last is removed, sacrifice it. Okay, so this is going to die next turn, meaning that I would rather just attack with it then. I do want to get some damage in if I can. Opponent has a mana up. And I would really like to be able to do something like Defiant Falcon, Jong's Deserters. But given the situation, I do think I'm just going to play yet another Raven Rift Watcher. And let's always yield to this too. Pass turn. 5 mana for opponent. Gutter Snipe. Faithless Looting, Flashback. All right. Pair of Snackers to the graveyard. Okay. So there will be no snackering right now, but there will be snackering next turn. Okay. So one of my Rift Watchers is going to go away, unfortunately, but I do get a little bit of life back from that. Another land is not bad. So let's swing. Opponent down to 14. I do think I'm just going to play Zealot Ilvec here, even though it means the Voldaren Epicure is going to be able to get in. Play the bridge, pass the turn. And keep in mind, this the effect here, the trigger of pinging for damage, it is 1 damage. I don't get to ping for the power of the Zealot. There's a blood token, sure. You got another one? There's a Cassig, sure. Oh, is there no third draw? Or are you swinging first? Swinging first. Okay, you do you, buddy. Maybe I should have bolted the Cassig in combat, so they didn't get the chance to do anything. Okay. They are gonna Lava Dart. That is unfortunate. I am gonna bolt the Cassig here, though. But unfortunately, this means that I no longer... My Defiant Falcon is no longer safe. So I would like to draw another protection. That's not protection. Swing for 2 yet again. But yeah, this is pretty bad because now I have mana, but I am starting to feel the vanishing on my Aven Rift Watchers because I already lost 1 just to the card disadvantage, and now I'm about to lose another one. So I guess my plan here is to go Jong Deserters on itself, just a 2/3. But it is a 2/3 that sticks around. Okay. And then play the Defiant Falcon, fully aware that it is probably going to be dead. That's the turn. And I can't imagine my opponent lets me untap with this, because then I just get to start doing my chain. 3 mana Gutter Snipe. That's the card I did not want to see right now, because I no longer have removal, and now any sorts of card advantage that I may be able to find is going to be gone. Can I get a thing that matters, please? Okay, that matters. That's just a big dude. Guess I'm playing it. Cast Eagles of the North. But I fully imagine that my opponent is going to take over this game now. Because I hit for 3 here. They go down to 9. And now they just have... they are probably like just 1 looting, highway robbery, grab the prize away from taking over the game. Because they'll just start to do their thing. Are you incredibly flooded? What is going on? I mean, yeah, I'll swing. Hit for 5. See if they want to double block. I can't imagine they do. And I'm trying to think if I should be doing anything here, trying to kill the gutter snipe. I don't think I should kill the gutter snipe yet, but I might want to do something in response if my opponent starts getting too cheeky. Okay, it seems like my opponent is just incredibly flooded. Okay, that's an attack for 3, but I am at 21, so I imagine you're gonna have something to do, like remove or something along those lines. Swing, double bolt, a hard cast fire blast on the eagles. Okay, sure. You're gonna take 2? Cool. All right, we took game 1 from Red Madness, but that got very dicey there at the end. All right, Aven Riftwatcher, good card confirmed. So I don't have a whole lot of sideboard for this. I have more things that I'm going to be cutting out. So Glider out. Pro Black doesn't do anything. Zealot Ilvac probably out. I got 4 relics to bring in, and the relics at least do something in this match, even if they're not great. That would be 2 more cards that I would get to cut here. The Masked Vandals are not great, but at least they are just bodies. Bound in Silence is not good. They won't be attacking. I mean, I guess they will be, but not in a way that matters, I guess. Maybe it's a way that I get to deal with a snacker. Defiant Falcons, unfortunately, are bad. Remotion Sergeants, unfortunately, are bad. I think I'm just gonna cut the pair of Vandals and call it a day. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay, so, well, this is a hand that does something, but I have a singleton creature. I'm gonna trust that I'll draw more creatures here, and at least I'm not gonna die to the first creature that my opponent plays, which is a big plus. Okay, I don't want to see any more lands. Please, deck. I already have 6 in hand. Rough. Straight up casts a Highway Robbery. That's fine. Maybe I should have mulliganed this hand, right? Yeah, there's a snacker. Snacker pretty good overall. Oh, okay. Well, that improves my hand significantly, because now I actually get to do things. Yes, I would. Doesn't matter what I'm getting. I guess I'll take a mountain since... Okay, another Golf Blast. I guess I'll take a mountain because it means that I can search for planes if I need to later on. Yeah, but I think I made a mistake here because I played a mountain instead of an Ancient Den, and now I don't have Metalcraft to kill the Kasig. Rough. I guess I'm gonna do my thing knowing that I'll probably get blown out. Hang on, my mouse stopped working. All right, we're back. I guess I'll just play the Ancient Den here. Cast Defiant Falcon. I think that mistake might actually cost me the game. If I had played the Ancient Den last turn, I wouldn't have to worry about not killing the Kasig right away. I'll try to put a counter on it. Of course they have Lava Dart. And that's the card that I think makes this matchup so bad for me, because Lava Dart just kills so many of my dudes and kills them so easily too. I mean, yeah, I'm blocking. If you want to flash back your Lava Dart just to kill my 1/2, I'm fine with that. Searing Blade. That was just for 1 damage? Because they missed a land drop? Okay. Not what I want to see right now. I can't play that next turn, which might be what I'm going for. And I'm just going to Galvanic Blast this immediately. Guess it's a good thing that I didn't get Searing Blazed for the full amount. That would have hurt quite a bit. Guess I'll be hit for 2. Yeah. Where were my relics when I needed them? Gutter Snipe? Sure, I'll just shoot that. Am I dead? If you got a bolt and a fire blast, I'm dead. It is what it is. Guess I'm dead. Lightning Bolt to the face, down to 6. Fire Blast for lethal. Yeah. Alright, so our start was too slow. We died on turn 5. It is what it is. I'm not going to change anything here, I don't think. Let's submit it again and hopefully draw a hand that is a little more interactive not interactive, a little more proactive this time. I had interaction, but my interaction was bad. I would like to play first. Okay, so I still don't think that this is a good hand because it doesn't do anything. Like, I play a 2/3. I have a removal spell, and then I have nothing but lands. This sucks. Children of Corliss is not horrible, but it's not great either. Again, it's just another thing that gets got by Lightning Bolt. I guess I'll keep it, and I'll hope my draw compensates for it. You can see that definitely the biggest power is that the power level of the cards we're playing with is very low. But I don't think that was a secret for anyone when I opened up the deck list for you guys in the beginning of the video. All right, Mountain into a passing of the turn. Can I get no more lands. No more lands. I'll just play a 2/3. A 2/3 or a 1 or yeah, a 2/3 or a 1/2 is indistinguishable here. They died the same way, so it is what it is. Do you not have a second land? Wow. Okay. All right. That's a thing that does something. Swing. I will play the Falcon. I'll play the Bridge. Falcon probably gonna get hit with the Lava Dart. No? Wow. All right. So do they have like a crazy snacker hand? If you were going to do this, why didn't you do this on your turn? Well, I can't activate it anyways. You should have done it on your... Oh, no, because they wanted to discard the snacker. Yeah. Okay, that makes perfect sense. All right. Eagles of the North. Okay. Swing for 2. I am just going to play the Children of Corliss because it is a body, and my opponent, I can't imagine, is going to be lava darting very aggressively here. All right, we got a second land, so we might still have a game in our hands. That's rough. There's probably a second snacker coming now. Yup. Snacker. Can I get a spell? I mean, it does something. I'm not going to complain too much about it. And I did say spell, though I didn't specify. I have so many X1s in this deck. Help. All right, opponent found 2 lands back to back. Oh, I guess they cast Highway Robbery, right? So that makes sense. What's it going to be, buddy? I guess the Zealot Ilvac gets to ping those snackers, so that's not the end of the world. Take 2. Cast Sig. Okay. Lightning Bolt. Where? On the Zealot? All right. Okay. So if I sacrifice my Children of Corliss, I get 5 life back. Very likely not good enough. I want to draw either a land, okay, I guess, or a Rift Watcher. Grab another mountain, another wildfire. I mean, it is what it is. I honestly don't think it matters. Dang, that would have been good. I think I'm probably just dead now because my opponent gets to Lava Dart my Children of Corliss and I die, unfortunately. And I honestly think I lose this game even if my opponent doesn't care about going all in this turn. If they just go like Lava Dart, Bolt, your Zhongzhong's Deserters, I think I'm just dead the same way. They Fiery Temper my Deserters. Really now? Well then, I guess your hand is stuck with a bunch of Fiery Tempers and no way to discard them. Again, I could sacrifice, I could not. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Is this 1/1 worth more than 4 life? I don't think I get to sacrifice it just yet. Nice, that's the card that I wanted to see. Let's swing. This doesn't mean I'm out of the woods, but it does mean that I might have a shot at surviving here. Okay, opponent is taking the damage, that's fine. Play Defiant Falcon, play Rift Watcher, gain 2. So at the very least, I have a blocker for the snackers this turn. Obviously, they can just cast another Fiery Temper if they want. Flame Breather, all right. But the Flame Breather was likely their draw. Ooh, that sucks. Yep, yeah. And now my Falcon is gonna get hit with the Lava Dart as well. And I'm sort of back to square one fighting against these knackers. Yep. Man, Lava Dart is such a good card against me. Good God. And unfortunate. Oh, you're just hitting with 1? I mean, okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the ground is locked now, so I guess I'll just do this. Regain some of the life that I lost. But I was going to say, I do have a lot of nothing in my deck. So I imagine I am done now. Because my opponent has been mana screwed, meaning that they are likely to have pretty good spells in hand still. Yeah, like I'm gonna die to just my opponent's 3 mana, 3 damage burn spells on my creatures now. Spin again. Relic of Progenitus. Right on time, Relic. Right when I wanted you. I'm pretty sure this is game. I'll play it but I don't imagine it survives. And you can see here that, for example, if at any point my Defiant Falcon had been a Ramosan Lieutenant, having 2 toughness, I think that this is a different game then. Grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper, and this is just lethal. If it all... Yeah, I'm dead here, because this is 5 damage, there's 4 more in the air. We lose to Red Madness, and we sort of expected that. They are very good at doing their thing. And the unfortunate situation there is that, for example, imagine I had the Thermal Glider, the pro-red creature. Oh, sure, it has protection from the removal spells. They don't get to kill it. Yeah, but then Snacker just blocks it. And what am I going to be doing? Like, lightning bolting a Snacker? That's not great. I guess I needed either a Relic early on to get rid of the Lava Dart, and then maybe I get to stick my Falcon, or I needed to draw the cards in a different order. It is what it is. We got crushed by... I mean, I'm not going to say we got crushed, but I think the only reason that wasn't a complete blowout in my opponent's favor was because they got flooded game 1, and then they got mana screwed for 2 turns on game 3, allowing us to have some time to recover. Well, we are going straight into round 2 against Yahakara, again on the play. This is a slow 2-land hand, but I guess I'll keep it. And then my question becomes, am I playing Ramosan Sergeant on 1? Am I just cycling? I just noticed that I have a pair of Nightwing Gliders in hand, and they might not do literally anything in this match. I guess I'm going for the cycle and then the Sergeant on 2. No, that's not true. I think that's a mistake. Ah, well, I did it already. Forest into Llanowar Elves. All right. So these Nightwing Gliders don't do anything. Grab a Sacred Peaks. Play Ramosan Sergeant, play Sacred Peaks, and yep, it is what it is. No artifact lands, a pair of Nightwing. Maybe this wasn't a keep. I think I was too focused on the rest of the things that I could eventually do that I didn't stop to think if the hand made any sense. All right. Elves popping off. So I don't hit my 3rd land, which sucks. I can't attack, which sucks. I don't think there's any point in cleansing Wildfiring. Do I just take a redraw? Do I just play the Ramosan? I think I just need to take a redraw here, right? I'll do it on myself, I guess. Grab another mountain. I'll just grab another plains. Just cycle the thing. Nice. Okay, we got a land. So at the very least, we get to start trying to play a game next turn. But that Priest of Titanium might have something to say about that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking we might keep. Double Nightwing Glider is very optimistic on my end. Quirion, Timberwatch. If there's a draw spell here, I'm conceding and we can go to the next one. Oh, is there a Hydra? What's going on? Just a hard... All right. Yeah. You got me. I was way too slow on the draw there. Too slow. So I guess I'll bring in the Zealot Ilvac. Nightwing Gliders don't have anything to do. And I don't have any other sideboard, honestly, which is not great. So is it Relic of Progenitus just because it cycles? The good news is that the rest of my cards actually do something. I think it is just a Relic of Progenitus because it cycles. Rough. Where's the Rebel that ETBs and deals the damage to all opponent creatures, huh? Where's that card? I want to see that card. I'm again in sort of the same situation as before. But since I do have a Galv Blast and I have some creatures, I think this is a keep. And I am actually going to start off on the Children of Corliss, because if my opponent doesn't play anything turn 1, I want to have a proactive turn 2 play. All right, they have an elf. But that's not an elf that I'm going to be shooting just yet. Can I get a bridge? Please, bridge. Okay, at least that's a land. I'm fine swinging. Yep, thought so. That's free damage. Play the Falcon. I want to save the Galv Blast for the thing that comes now, either the Timberwatch or the Priest. That's not great either. Is it a Quirion? Quirion in a Winding Way. Masked Vandal, Priest, and Avenging Hunter. Rough. Okay. Another Llanowar Elf. All right. Okay. So opponent gets to do some cool stuff next turn. The Masked Vandal possibly hits my bridge, but they don't have any creatures in the graveyard just yet, which I think is a good thing. And I'm not going to be tutoring up right now, so let's swing for 2, see if they want to trade with my Children of Corliss. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have attacked with the Children, because that can give them a creature in the graveyard. Okay, I'm glad they didn't block. Play bridge. Wildfire Bridge. I will actually grab another white here this time. Okay. That's a card that I'm glad to have, but maybe I didn't want to draw it. Birch Lore. Okay. So opponent could play Avenging Hunter, but it wouldn't be very good right now. Oh, what? You're kidding me that I got hit by a Fang Dragon from Elves? That is some insult. Good lord. Okay, that sucked. I didn't even know Elves was playing this. My god. Alright, that did not feel good at all. I guess I'm playing the Zealot. It checks the Avenging Hunter pretty well. Opponent has the mana for the Avenging Hunter next turn. Even if I shoot the Priest of Titania, but then I guess I can't. Wait, attacks and isn't blocked. May have you do one damage target creature. If you do prevent all combat damage. So I don't get to double dip. I don't get to take the initiative and shoot down a creature. And I guess I tapped myself out of playing Zhong's Deserters this turn. So Galvanic Blast it is, I guess. That was rough. But then again, maybe I just need to leave the Priest. Because then otherwise they go Masked Vandal and they take out my bridge. And I don't have a way to kill the Avenging Hunter. Fanged Dragon. Come on. I thought I was finally going to do my thing. I guess I just shoot the thing. Pass the turn. Fully knowing that I'm probably going to get got here. Fanged Dragon. That hurt. That hurt so bad. Avenging Hunter. Okay, Masked Vandal. I imagine this is going after my thing. That's fine. I'm not even gonna fight it. You can have it. Untap your land war, play the Avenging Hunter? Is that the plan? Yep, there he is. So funnily enough, probably my best draw here is something like Bound in Silence. That's not Bound in Silence. So I'd love to start shooting these things, but I don't really think I get to do that. So swing for one. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. I know one of them is a forest, but still. And I have 3 cards in hand, and they don't do a whole lot. No. Wait, okay, so I need to target, and then I can say no, right? I think that's how it works. Okay. So opponent takes a damage. I'll take the initiative. Yeah. Grab a planes. But now my problem is that I don't really know what in the world I do. Because sure, I play this, and it stonewalls the small elves, but there is still an Avenging Hunter, and I drew no artifact mana anymore. So I know I know my Galv Blasts are not gonna be good enough. Fang Dragon. Man, that Fang Dragon messed me up. I'm not saying that I had a good draw before that, but man, yep, I'll take the 5. I guess somebody was ready for the elves mirror match. Yeah, I think this might be it, right? Oh well, I guess actually my Zealot. Okay, maybe I have a shot. Attack. Let's do the same thing. They put the counters on the Masked Vandal, I just noticed. That's an interesting choice. So, target, say no, damage. I am also going on the aggressive. Put a couple counters here on my Zhong's Defenders. Oh, I guess I should have played Eagles of the North first. Whoops. Missed a point of damage there. That can definitely matter here. What do you have in hand? Sure, you can swing. So the Avenging Hunter is definitely a problem, but maybe I would just rather do this. I lose my Eagles, but I get to keep my thing. I do take 5 damage from the thing. Yeah, I think that this makes more sense, even though it hurts more short term. But again, opponent has a million cards in hand, and they're not doing anything. Please no more card advantage-y things. Is it another Avenging Hunter? Quirion? What is this? Are they trying to... Oh, they're trying to hardcast the Fang Dragon. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna do it. So I get to take the initiative back. I mean, at least the Aven Rift Watcher blocks once. Gains me some life. Block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not dead just yet. Swing. I wish I could be shooting my opponent's creatures. Unfortunately, I have to be stuck in this battle against the initiative. Take the thing, deal a damage. Shoot you for 5, I guess. Trap. You. Play the Rift Watcher. And I'm just going to play the Rustvale Bridge here and accept that it is what it is. Also, I don't really know how I'm supposed to stay alive, but I guess we'll find out. Honestly, don't know what my opponent has in hand. Is it all the lands in the deck. All right, let's get in. I don't get to block any other way than this, so I'm gonna go back to 4 life. Oh, I gotta stack my things. Okay, they still get to go to archives. I was gonna say that my only way out was to top deck like Galvanic Blast, hit them, take the initiative, Galvanic Blast again, but that doesn't even work because I don't have the artifacts. Yeah, that's it. So GG's opponent. We tried. Your draw was terrible and you still beat us handily. We are now unfortunately 0-2. Let's go to the next round. All right, welcome to round number 3. We are on the play against TSP Jendrek. And, wow. Oh, I don't have white mana. I was going to say, wow, this hand actually seems good. And then I realized I don't have white mana. Yeah, I guess. Again, it's not great. I guess I'm getting rid of the Freedom Fighters. Rustvale Bridge and a pass. What you got, Jendrek? Island into Delver. All right, so it's Blue Terror. Unfortunately, I cannot kill the Delver right. I mean, I can, but I don't want to lose my land drop. So I'm just going to go Sacred. Oh, yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think I'm supposed to go Plains Remotion Sergeant. Yeah, that was my bad. Because the double colored mana doesn't. Oh, and they drew this spell too. Come on. That sucks a lot. Yeah, and now I'm stuck without mana for the remainder of the game, I guess. I guess I'll play the Remotion Lieutenant. This is just counterspell bait, but yeah, opponent doesn't even need to do anything. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the Remotion Sergeant and pass, so I try to bolt them. Maybe that would have been better. The Delver blind flipping also really hurts us. Okay. So the Aven Rift Watcher is a thing that I want to resolve because it gets to trade with the Aberration. Man, I played this game all wrong. Because at least if I had the mana, I could do the Sergeant now. That's pretty dumb of me. So I'm just going to play the Deserters here. Get a counter on our Lieutenant. Swing for 2. Get our clock going. Mental Note. Island and Lorien Revealed. Sure. And nothing else. I feel like I might just literally die to this Insectile Aberration here. Solarian Terror. All right. So I imagine that my play here is to Lightning Bolt the Insectile Aberration. My opponent gets to Dispel. Yeah. And then I get to untap and play the Rift Watcher. Because at least this is a creature that stabilizes the game for me a little bit and trades with the Insectile Aberration. Pass. And I guess there is the question of if they swing with the Terror, do I triple block? Because if I triple block, I get to kill it. And I lose probably the Lieutenant. Ah, that hurts too. Second from the top, I guess. Am I in chum block mode yet? Or not yet? Yes, I am actually. Maybe I wasn't supposed to put it on top. Man, not having the mana here is really hurting me, huh? I mean, I'll try. Okay, that just resolved. That's decent. I'll grab another white. Can I draw a bolt? I can draw a land. So I'm taking 8. No. I was supposed to play the Sergeant again. What am I doing? I guess it's because I didn't have this card in my deck last time. And then I just sort of, I don't know, forgot that I have 1 mana plays in the deck. I don't know. I don't have any justifications for myself. My behavior here is unexcusable. Another Delver. All right. Another Delver. Dang. Okay. All right. I guess I'll play the Remotion Sergeant. I was supposed to play 1,000,000 times already. Okay, pass the turn. The problem is the double Delver plus the flip that I know is gonna come. So I guess I have to sort of wait to see what they want to do. Yeah, all the Delvers flip. I think with all the Delvers flipping, I don't get to survive, right? I go to 6 and I take exactly 6. Rough. So all they gotta do is attack with everybody. Yep. I get a dude, I block here, and I take exactly 6 and I die. Dang! I thought there was a chance that I could get to stabilize there, but unfortunately it did not come. So blasts, relics, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this and this. And what else? The Children of Corliss can actually be very decent here. I think Zealot Ilvek is not great. What else? The Freedom Fighters are not going to be great either. I'm just going to try to play very controlly. I guess if I'm bringing all of these blasts in, I can cut a Galvanic. And let's try again. All right. Playable hand, please. All right. That's a playable hand. as in it is a hand that plays Magic the Gathering. All right, opponent starting on 7 as well. No turn 1 plays, eh? Okie dokie. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll play that one. It doesn't curve into activation right away, but I think resolving this is better than not resolving it right now. Yeah, I'll swing for 1. I guess I'll play the Sergeant, see if it resolves. Dope. Play the Radiant Grove, pass the turn. Thoughts, Cower, and Mental Note. I'm guessing there are a few terrors coming my way. Brainstorm, okay. If I get to untap with either of these, it's actually pretty good. Sure, that's fine. Am I cycling the Eagles? I don't believe I am just yet. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to do that now. Relic, pop Relic. Wait, let's actually play the land first. Pop Relic, nice. Swing in the air. I am tapped out of activating the Sergeant this turn or the Falcon, but I think that getting rid of the graveyard right then was probably what I guess I could have just red blasted this, huh? Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Yeah, well, I'll take a damage first to see what's up. Just a passing of the turn. Okay, so Eagles of the North, let's cycle this, and I will probably just take the plains here, even though I would like to have the extra color mana. All right, swing for 1, pass the turn. And now I have an active rebel making machine, so we can kind of see what we want to do with that. That's just a full cast of Demon Inferior, huh? So I'm activating for sure. And then what do I want to get here? I don't have any sort of protection thing. I can just get another Falcon to make sure it stays in play. I'm not interested in getting the Bound in Silence just yet. I do think I am just going to get another Falcon. I can put it on the bottom. Doesn't matter. And I do think I'm going to take this damage here too. I'll be winning this game slowly. Very slowly. Cleansing Wildfire here. I would like to use the ability, yes. Give me that mountain that I wanted previously. Eagles of the North is okay. I might save that as just a regular play. Attack with the Falcon. No, that's not true. I will actually cycle the Eagles of the North. Because I'm coming up on a situation where I'll start double activating my Rebels. Pass. And this Remotion Sergeant might just search for a Zhong's Defenders, put a counter on the Falcon, and then chump block the Serpent. I guess I'll see. Oops, I messed that up, huh? Should have activated before going to blocks. Nah, that's fine. I'll take the 6. Ooh, that's a bad card. Bad card to face. Yeah, well, Red Blast. I imagine you have some sort of protection. Yeah, sure. Yield to all. Okay. So now I need to kill that immediately. Bolt. And I am still left with 6 mana. So Rift Watcher. Gain 2 life. Swing with the Falcon. Deal my point of damage. Sleep of the Dead on the Remotion Sergeant. Makes sense. Let's activate it. I will grab a Zhong's Deserters. Put the counter on the Rift Watcher, I guess? Because I can double block and kill the Serpent. I guess I could be dead to... What's the name of the thing? Slip through? Is that what it is called? Blocks. Sure, I'll double block it. Oh, no. That's not... No. Wait. Block here. Don't block here. Yeah, just chump block. That's just 4 points of damage, not 5. You gonna activate it on the Falcon as well? Okay, sure. So I do guess that's a problem eventually for me. So unfortunately, I don't really get to attack with this now. I'm still gonna play the Defenders, and I'll put the counter on the Falcon. Do you have a... Dang. Okay. I might be dead here. If they have a removal spell for my Rift Watcher, I die. Am I gonna die to Sleep of the Dead? I am, aren't I? Ponder finds you a spell. Yeah, you tap my Rift Watcher and I die. That's some... Man. I thought I had the game under control, but Sleep of the Dead is a heck of a card. Yeah, whatever. Do your thing. Yeah. So I think I definitely misplayed there. There was a turn where I was supposed to chump block early and I didn't, and then I ended up not getting the chance because my opponent just completely destroyed my game with Sleep of the Dead. That's rough. We are now 0-3. Let's see if we can at least put a win on the board. All right, welcome to round number 4. We are on the play again against YURUGU. Again, slow hand. It is what it is. I'll keep it. Let's hope we're playing against a dorky removal deck. This card is so bad. So bad. I haven't had a chance to use it once. Okay, is it? Okay, it is a red aggressive deck. So Nightwing Glider doesn't do anything. Okay, that's not bad. Got some plane cycling, and I'm just grabbing the Sacred Peaks. Let's figure out if it is Raleigh or Madness. Raleigh, Madness, Raleigh, Madness. Which one are you, buddy? Okay, that doesn't tell me anything yet. I guess I just gotta do the thing and hope I don't die. I want a plains, and can I get a land? Tap land, rough. Or slow land, I should say. They didn't do anything with that mountain. That's kind of scary. Another mana. Okay, it's Madness again. Highway Robbery plotted. Okay, so I am very much in need of establishing a defense here. So let's cycle the Eagles. Grab an untapped plains. Play untapped plains. Play Remotion Lieutenant. Hold up Galvanic Blast for something. Faithless Looting to the graveyard. Okay. Only 3 cards in hand for now. But there is the Highway Robbery plotted. I don't get to block. Because again, Lava Dart. Faithless Looting Flashback. Okay, that doesn't seem super strong. Oh my god. That's a pair of Lava Darts. Oh, you're letting me untap? That's kind of you. I'm just gonna blast one of these Epicures. Pair of Lava Darts? That's kind of scary. I mean, I'm cycling. If you want to do your thing, you do your thing. They don't want to do their thing. All right, pass the turn. I can start bringing out my birds. No! I specifically didn't want to see you. Why are you like this? Yeah, that's so much damage. I'm just gonna hope my opponent messes up and goes all in, and then I can completely undo their efforts. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I hope. Oh, they sacrificed. Dang. Okay. Oh, I guess you're gonna kill me in response to whatever I do, huh? So that is 6 points of damage in the graveyard, and I mean, what am I gonna do? Not activate it? Hurt me. Okay, that puts me at 1. That kills me. Another Lava Dart? Sure. Yeah. You can deal your 15 damage to me instant speed. Sure. So that sucked. Relics in. Bound in Silence and Nightwing Gliders out. Zealot out. I think I'm actually going to keep the Masked Vandal this time just for testing some things out. But Lava Dart is a very annoying card. I definitely should have played more Sergeants in the deck. No, not Sergeants, Lieutenants. This list. Man, I'm not doing anything individually powerful or synergistic. So I think that tells you sort of all you need to know about this deck, right? All right. I would like to play first. Does this do anything? Again, it's so slow. I think I got a mulligan to a hand that casts its... Man, these Taplands are killing me. Alright, keep it, get rid of the Vandal, and then I'm just gonna go like peaks into Sergeant plus Bridge, and we'll see from there. This deck is just so incredibly efficient. Sergeant, Bridge, pass. I'm almost tempted to block here, no joke. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to be taking chip damage from this Epicure. You're gonna plot a robbery? What is this? Grab the prize, discarding looting. Okay, that's not too bad. Cycle, grab a plains, play Lieutenant. So if it doesn't die, and I hit an untapped source, I get to start deploying my birds. But even then, it might not be good enough. Play like a Gutter Snipe and pass. Highway Robbery. You're gonna discard a Fiery Temper on my dude. It is a Fiery Temper. Going face. Okay. Land. Dang. Never lucky. I'm guessing Eagles of the North, Untapped Plains, Remotion Lieutenant number 2, swing for 1. And yeah, I could have played the Freedom Fighters, but I'm gonna hold up a Lightning Bolt in case there's some Gutter Snipe shenanigans this turn. Highway Robbery plotted. Alright. Another Highway Robbery plotted. Yikes. That's terrifying. Okay, I guess I just attack with 1 and pass the turn. Am I just gonna die? Probably. There's the Gutter Snipe. So now I'm in the enviable position, or not enviable position, of having to decide if I bolt this Gutter Snipe or activate my Lieutenant. And I'm just gonna not bolt the gutter snipe. My opponent can do what they want, and I'll try to get them, and if I can't get them, I'll die. So they sacrificed the land. 6 cards in hand. That's a whole lot. There's another highway robbery. Sure thing, buddy. I guess my opponent can probably even like bolt my lieutenant and still kill me. There's the fiery temper. Where is it going? Is it going face? It is going face. All right. So there are no lava darts in the graveyard just yet. Oh, cool. So now I get to do my thing and die to your fire blast. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, it resolved. I guess I still just die, right? I mean, yeah, whatever. I'll get the Children of Corliss. Let your thing resolve. Sacrifice in response. Die to the fire blast anyway. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Okay. Still alive. My opponent did all of that and they still have 5 cards in hand. That is absolutely insane to me. Yeah, well, Cleansing Wildfire here. I'm not going to be activating the lieutenants anymore. Grab a mountain. Falcon's not great. Just going to blast the gutter snipe. Hit for 2. Hope I don't die. At least I know there's no fire blast, because if there was a fire blast, I would have been gone already. Cast Sig. Pass the turn. Okay. So activating is more mana efficient, meaning that I will just lightning bolt a Cassig and pass the turn. I do want to get the Rift Watcher, but I am going to get it via tutoring, so I get to keep the other one in hand. Sure. There's a Snacker in the graveyard. I don't imagine you're attacking. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try, right? Okay, didn't die. Rift Watcher it is. Gain 2. A Masked Vandal, theoretically, I guess I got to hit the blood token. I don't really know if that matters. Swing. Now I do think I cast the one I got in hand. And if that was the case, I should have attacked too. That was bad sequencing. And yeah, sure, I'll play the Vandal. Force him to pop that blood token. Discard and Faithless Looting. Sure. I remember a time in Pauper where this creature was just straight up playable in the like Orzhov Pestilence decks. Because this was a creature that gained you so much time in those matchups. Ugh, another Gutter Snipe. Not what I want to see. 3 cards in hand. Faithless Looting. Funnily enough, I can still just die this turn. If opponent hits Mountain cast into the fire. Cool. If my opponent had hit something like double Fire Blast, I would have been dead. Alright, Galvanic Blast the Gutter Snipe. Swing. Oh, again, I messed up. I'm playing very safe. I'm already down, I think, 2 points of damage. And no, I was down 1 point of damage last turn, and now I'm down 2 points of damage. Yeah, I'll do the thing. Block the Snacker. Wow, that worked. Insane. Is that the 3rd one? Yeah. Highway Robbery. Probably sacrificing a land here. Yeah. Opponent pretty badly flooded there. So Snacker comes back her. Can I draw a bolt? If I draw a bolt, I probably kill my opponent. Come on, let me have it. Let me have it. Oh, I guess I don't kill anymore, right? Because one of my Rift Watchers goes away. That's unfortunate. So what happens if I swing out? Say it is 4, 5, 6, it's 7 points of damage. Yeah, so I don't think I'm interested in doing that right now. And unfortunately, my opponent is going to get to stick a Gutter Snipe. All right, swing for 4. I'm just going to do this immediately. Guarantee my life point. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do here. Play bridge, pass turn. But again, with 5 cards in hand and 2 setup creatures in play, I would be shocked if my opponent didn't kill us. Another Cassig. All right. They have seen over half their deck. There's gotta be like a pile of lava darts there. Hard cast Fiery Temper. Going face. All right. I'm down to 7. Fire Blast is lethal. So is Lava Dart for the matter. Is this lethal? Yeah, that's exactly lethal. All right. Getting absolutely crushed. I'm just gonna head into the last one, see if I can get a consolation prize of at least a victory. But I don't imagine we're going to be doing great in that department. I sort of sideboarded with a plan in mind, and it has backfired pretty badly on a deck that is already pretty bad. See you guys in round number 5. All right, let's try the final round. We are on the draw against shioray. Bunch of tap lands, but I got a boat, and I have my colors, and I have some creatures that might or might not do anything. Opponent mulligan into 4, so we might be against Spy, in which case our Lightning Bolt may be great. Oh, okay. Armored Armadillo, not great for me. It's not the end of the world because they mulligan to 4, of course. But okay, that might be good. It's not the end of the world because they mulligan to 4 on White Heroic, which is a deck that does sort of need a density of cards to do its things. Oh, okay. Do you have another one? Because if you have another one... Okay, seems like they don't. Just a swing for 1. All right. The ward is actually very annoying because I can't just double hit it next turn to kill it. So I would need 4 mana to kill it over 2 burn spells. What is that? Light Will Enhancements. It's just +1/+1 in Vigilance, and it's got the escape thing. Okay, take 3. Just 3? Just 3. All right. You may cast it from your graveyard. Sure. Cool. Good to see you show up, buddy. So this is a 3/7. I think this is just a Defiant Falcon, plays Lagwood's Bridge, hope I hit an untapped land. Opponent. I love when my opponents stop to read what these cards do. Oh gosh. All right, what you got? What you got, shioray? Hyena Umbra, okay. Even on a mulligan to 4, they're doing a pretty good job of presenting a clock. What is your last card in hand? Is it a protection spell? Okay, untapped land. Nice. Nice. Okay. You guys want to see a cool trick? I'm going to show you a trick. Okay, if they have a protection, it might not actually work how I want it to. So I'm going to activate this. Do I just... Okay, I don't think I'm actually going to do my trick just yet. I don't have a creature in the graveyard for the Vandal. So I do think I'm just going to grab a Rift Watcher. And it is just going to be a chum blocker here. Just a gain 9 life. Or is it? Maybe I don't want to block. Nah, I probably want to block. Yeah. Okay. Block. Okay. Untap. Cleansing Wildfire. Would like to cast that, but I don't think I get to. So let's Eagles of the North. Get a land. Pass the turn. I got so many creatures in the deck, friend. You are going to need a protection spell soon, I think. Or at least a Benevolent Blessing. So maybe what I want to do here is chum block one more time. Maybe, I mean, I guess I could just take it. But I am going to get a Masked Vandal here to take out that Ethereal Armor. Because that reduces the Armadillo to a 6 toughness creature. And then, theoretically, I could double blast it. There's another land drop. Okay. So activate the Falcon. Let's get a Vandal. Vandal comes down. Hits the Ethereal Armor. And this actually puts the Armadillo at 2 power. So I can just regular block it. They don't have the 4th mana to activate it just yet. Cool. So I get to keep my Vandal. That's nice. Okay. Okay, well, drawing that, I guess I just gotta cast it. I am actually gonna cleanse in Wildfire, because I'm not in immediate danger of dying anymore. Grab a Plains. Another Lightning Bolt. I might just burn out my opponent this game. You may cast this card from your graveyard. What is max speed? How much is it? 4 is max speed. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to cast the Vandal then. And I think I'm just gonna hit that light wheel enhancement thing. Okay, opponent concedes. Wow, we got a game. Dang. All right, I didn't get to show the trick, but I guess that's fine. Again, don't really have anything that I want to sideboard in, but I do have something I want to sideboard out. I don't want to hear anybody making fun of me in the comments for playing Nightwing Glider and facing 5 non-black decks, okay? No mention of it whatsoever. I guess I'll bring in the relics because they cycle. Theoretically, the Zealot Ilvac could do something as well. And again, this is interestingly enough, a matchup where I would like to have another copy of Bound in Silence. So I'm just going to mention the trick now in case you don't know about it. Anytime you put an aura into play and you don't cast it, it doesn't use the stack, so you can get around Hexproof and Ward. Yeah, this hand is decent. So for example, even though the Armadillo there had Ward, I could... Oh, all right. Judge is familiar, sure. It's just 1, right? Yeah, it's not power. Okay. So, for example, last game there, I could have activated, put Bound in Silence on my opponent's creature, and I would not need to pay the ward on the Armadillo. I ended up not doing that because if my opponent had a protection spell, they could have just immediately put it back on the... like, immediately cast it on their creature, and my enchantment would fall off. Oh, but I guess then in that case, they would have lost all their enchantments too, unless it was Benevolent Blessing. I don't know anymore. So this is a thing that I would like to kill. Unfortunately, it does have ward. So here we are again. I guess I'm just gonna play another bridge. Oh, there's someone at the door. Hang on. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I would really like to kill this. I don't really get to, so I am just going to immediately Galvanic Blast this Judge's Familiar before any shenanigans can get involved. The Wonder Weave Aerialist is pretty good. Yep. So that's a big creature now. 3/3. Oh, okay. So 3/3 flying ward. 5/5 flying ward. Strong. On turn 5. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time here. And especially not now. So what's my plan here? I guess it is Wildfire myself, grab a land, try to hit a land drop so I can play Children of Corliss, grab a mountain, maximize my chances of drawing plains. Did not. Rough. Yeah, the Aerialist is very good. Light Wheel Enhancement, so that's 7 damage. Take 7. Get your speed up. And now I'm in very bad shape, especially because I just die to the hit. I don't get to fog with Children of Corliss. And yep, I think I'm just dead here. I could have chump blocked with the Defiant Falcon, but that doesn't leave me anywhere. All right, let's just... oh, I guess I could play Red Blast. Maybe I should have, because Red Blast is a way to just shoot down that thing, right? I am going to keep this hand. Yeah, maybe that was a thing that I needed to consider, bringing Red Blast specifically for the Aerialist. Definitely better than just the Relic of Progenitus. Okay, opponent is down to 6. Play a Plains, pass the turn. We got a Judge's Familiar, sure. Let's Eagles of the North. Grab my red. Okay, another Galvanic Blast. Okay, play that. Play the Children of Corliss. So, what is the plan exactly? Because my burn spells are very bad here. I have a pair of Shocks in hand and a Lightning Bolt. And there you are again. So now I want a top deck. Ah, it doesn't even work, right? Because of the bird. Because the bird protects the Aerialist. Okay. Okay. So I do play this. And I'm just gonna Galvanic Blast the bird as well. So we are in the same situation that we were last game. If they have a single pump spell here, I'm fine. I'm already not fine anymore. This is already very bad. Yeah, where's my Red Blasts when I need them? Dang. Should have definitely thought about it. That was dumb of me. Okay, so I'm gonna swing for 1. And the ward here is definitely messing me up quite a bit. Oh, it's got... I forgot it had Vigilance. Dang. Thank God my opponent didn't block it. That would have been very ugly to see. I guess I'll just play the Rift Watcher. Your creature even had First Strike. Yeah. They definitely should have blocked there. Stop! Is this like a transformational sideboard kind of thing? Oh, I'm gonna die to this thing. Am I just trying to fog 4 damage? 9 damage, I mean. I guess the Rift Watcher does the same thing. It still just fogs. I hate everything. Play the Relic. Pop Relic. Guess I'll pop like this. See if maybe I draw a Vandal. No Vandal, just lands. Play the land. What am I supposed to do against this? I'm gonna be so upset with myself for the rest of the day now because I only thought about the Red Blasts too late. They would be genuinely amazing here. They would win me the game if I had one of them in place of a Relic of Progenitus. That's dumb. Yeah, I'll take your 10. Yeah, sacrifice this. Gain back the life. Guess I'm cycling the Eagles. The Eagles are coming. The Eagles are coming. Yeah, I mean, I'll try. Wildfire. Yes, I wish to use the ability. Grab here. Okay, so if I don't die now, I guess I'll do it the right way. If I don't die now, there is a chance I get to survive. Survive being a very broad term here because my opponent's not doing anything and they can just hold up protection. Solid footing. Okay, that's 12 power. 13 power currently. I guess another Ethereal Armor would do it. I should probably shoot the Judge's Familiar here too. I'll bolt it. Take 12. All right. Pass the turn. That's another shock. I should also have the Bark Farm Harvester in the deck. If I did, I could probably lock down this game. Yeah, there's the Trailblazer that doesn't do a whole lot currently. Yeah, sure. I guess I'm dead to a protection spell anyway. So does Vandal change anything? Vandal removes quite a bit of power, right? So I guess I start there. Hit the Ethereal Armor. Okay. Block? Cool. Wait. Oh, it flies! No! No! Okay, that's embarrassing. Alright, we completed a league. Don't look at the score. It's okay. Let's wrap it up and see. Let's wrap it up and see what we have learned. Okay, so we learned quite a few things here. First of all, Rebels are not good, and Rebels have never honestly been good in Pauper. I believe the last time I played, I got lucky because at least my sideboard measured up to the decks I was facing. I got to play against Spy, I got to play against Affinity and things like that, where the Dust to Dust and the Relics and things like that make a huge difference. We also learned that you gotta play very carefully when you're playing Rebels. I made so many mistakes this league. I made a mistake there with the Aerialist. I made a bunch of mistakes early on with like not playing the Sergeants when I had the chance. And I also just don't think that there's any power level here significant enough to warrant tinkering with this list. I'm not one to say don't try quirky brews, but if you're gonna try to play a quirky brew, you need to at least have some sort of a plan, and I very clearly didn't here. I mean, I guess theoretically I did. Like, it is instant speed interruption, plus creatures that you get to tutor out and whatnot. But Pauper is just so incredibly fast right now that I don't even know what is the point of trying to do something like this when it is so much less efficient than other options you could have. Yeah, I tried to be cute and play with the 4 Nightwing gliders, and I didn't get paired against black once. So it is what it is. It's always nice to play decks like this. It is fun, but losing nonstop is actually a pretty decent problem. So it is what it is. I won't be revisiting this deck. I'm not gonna say ever because I know I will. But until some very strong Rebel gets printed, I am not gonna be doing this thing again. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. I'll plug the Patreon real fast. If you didn't know, I got a Patreon where you can go and watch exclusive content. You get at least a video a week. You support me financially so I can continue to do this, which is great. And if not, that's cool. You can just head over to the channel. You can leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, hit that like, share with your loved ones and whatnot. And that's it for me today. I thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you very much for following along with this mess. And I hope you have a great day. Be kind to yourselves and others. Bye-bye.